Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's star time.
Friday, July 2nd, and we're talking about trending topics.
Oh,
Yes.
what?
Yes, girl.
That's unique.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's unique.
That's
unique. Yes. No, wait.
Queens is in the building, y'all.
Yo, Moochie, can I get that theory, please? Let me get that theory. You know what I mean? I need that theory right now. I don't need it tomorrow. I don't need it Wednesday. I don't need it Friday. I need that theory right now.
You know, black girls don't really have to do stuff like that. What we gotta do is take naps and moisturize. And we pretty much good to go.
Right.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? You rocking with Roots? Refused to when I mean the like button, y'all. Wipe y'all feet off when y'all coming in my house. All right, let's get into it. We're gonna be talking about Kanan, and the episode that we're discussing is I got the lady to bring them in. I got Nita the Diva. I got EJ, Junkie. I got
Hey, y'all.
What's up, y'all?
Hello.
Hello.
What's
Nita got that neckline showing.
Oh, look at Nita. Oh, she is ready for the beach. She at the resort. She at Jamaica at the resort or something. She got like a baby spoon.
right? No.
Where you at? Oh, let me go change my clothes and put something on.
Shine a light on her. Shine a light on her.
I know that's right.
What's this?
Nita looking real cute.
Oh, Lord.
Thank y'all. Thank you.
Yeah, so funny.
Okay. So y'all see the question, right? Is this gonna go sideways? I know we talked about it when we did the first thoughts on it. I'm gonna start with you, Nita, because you wasn't there for the and then EJ, you next.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So since I wasn't there for the first,
I want to know y'all thoughts about the episode, and then your question. I want your thoughts about tonight's when vouching goes wrong question.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Another great episode for me. Like I said, I don't agree with the comments about it being slow and all the things. I think we are moving the story forward. Love the episode. I had no problems with it. Now, when vouching goes wrong, I think that they put that line in there for a reason. He said that intentionally for a reason. One, we saw earlier in the episode when he's playing both sides. And so I think that's when the SHI is going to hit the fan. So definitely, it's still not looking, everything is stacking up against Marvin. It's not looking good for your boy.
I'm really scared for him right now. EJ, tell me your thoughts about the episode and also when vouching goes wrong.
My bad, I was muted, y'all. But yeah, I thought the episode was great. I think that we're moving on along. I think that so far I'm excited to see where we're going with it. I'm just glad people got what they've been wanting from this episode. Finally, y'all finally got that little Juke finally got her little pow blicky on. But other than that, yeah, I was here for it. This is gonna go wrong for Marvin. Y'all know I love Marvin, but at the end of the day, this is not going to end well for him. When they brought in that whole point about him vouching for him, I knew right then that, listen, it's about to go wrong. And we know that he's working with Unique. He's the only person that knows that Unique is still around and knows exactly why Rock's business or their business is, like why it's getting hit the way it's getting hit because of Unique. So you can't be playing both sides like that because it's never going to end well. I don't think it's going to end well for Early, but I also think that Marvin is going to find himself in a real bad situation. Inga, you on mute, boo.
I thought you were still talking. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Yeah, I like this episode. No, I give it a 9. I give it a good 9, a good strong 9. I love the episode. I disagree as well, like Nita said, with people who just don't like great storytelling and they wanted to see a whole bunch of action. So they did get some action in this episode. And so hopefully they're satisfied. But I like the pacing of the story. It's a build up. And I'm here for it. And as far as when vouching goes wrong, I told y'all I'm worried for my Uncle Marvin. I am worried for my Uncle Marvin. He's doing too much. He's my favorite character. But I am aware from watching years and years and years of television or of all types of things that you can't keep doing things and you won't have karma come back and hit you in the butt. It's going to happen, whether it be prison or you lose your life, but something bad is going to happen to Marvin before this whole series ends. I don't know what's going to happen in this season, but by the time the series wraps up, Marvin is done. And I'm worried. Every episode I'm worried for Marvin. Every episode. So,
all right. So is it jail or is it the morgue?
I don't know. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm at with it. I know something's going to happen to him, but is it jail or is it the morgue?
Yeah, there's only going to be either one of those. It's nothing. It's not. He's not going to run off in the sunset and live a happy ever after. It just don't work like that. No.
Do you think he might be on the run for a little bit, or what? Or do you think it's just?
No, I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna end up taking him out. If at the end of this when this show wraps up, he's gonna be one of the ones that's gone.
Yeah, I think the impact will be bigger if he's gone, if he's taken out, because they know how well loved he is as a character.
Yeah.
I want him to be on the run for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't see that happening though.
I know.
I don't see that happening.
I can see some jail time though.
It could be prison. Yeah.
Yeah, if they go that route, I guess I wouldn't be too mad, but I still think for impact.
It could wrap up with him going to prison for like a life term or something like it, because he's done so much stuff. Mm-hmm. He could go to prison for any of these things that he's done,
Mm-hmm. Do y'all think he's gonna get life?
Mm-hmm.
He could. Oh yeah, for the things that he's done, he definitely could get life.
Ooh.
In the things he's done, I mean, if you go from season 1 to now, you could pick anything. He could get life for anything. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't want him to go.
I love me Uncle Mom. That's
Marvin.
Me too.
Okay. I like Marvin. I don't want him to go.
I don't even.
Yeah.
I don't want it, but I just feel that it would it make any sense for him? I mean, do that happen with you people just run off in the sunset and everybody just live happy ever after? I don't know. It just don't. Most of them people do go. If you're in this world like that and thick in this, and you unaliving people left and right, and karma got to come back and get you.
Yeah, but I think you remember when they showed the scene when he was in the postal uniform when he did that hit?
Mm-hmm,
and he was saying like he feel like all of the stuff he doing, he know he not gonna live a long life. So that was like a foreshadowing moment for me with that.
Hey, Suburbia. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Unique could remember Marvin Powell.
Papa.
Yeah, if he remembers that, he could come at him like that. But if that was the case, he left like that because he ain't want to be how you say, he still wanted to stay a mystery to everybody. That's why he dipped out of there. But I thought something was going to happen. I thought it was going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't know about your Lulu though, Moochie. I'm not sure.
I was saying he might end up going before him.
I could see that. I could see they might keep Marvin for the end, but Lulu might go. If something bad's going to happen with Lulu and this Be Realer situation with the music business, I don't see that going well.
Right.
I don't know what yet or what capacity, but I think Lulu is thinking that he know everything, and they some kind of way he gonna get backstabbed.
Yeah,
something ain't gonna go right with this. I don't trust Be Real. I don't know about y'all, but I don't.
Did you notice how Be Realer was talking to him, talking about F you and F you, you know, like he talking to him like he really got too much respect for him, and I was just like,
and you laying on my couch with your dirty feet on the sofa and everything. Come on, yeah, you feeding them and everything. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this question: do you think Lulu gonna lose it and end up, look, Lulu ain't no sucker either.
Right.
The question is, do you think he's gonna lose it and take him out? Especially if he robbed that man. I could see that happening. If he robs the owner, but once he said that thing about, I know I shouldn't do it, but I keep money in the house.
Yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb that he did that.
Wait.
What? Yeah, that was dumb.
Be Realer could teach Jukebox, Kanan and Jukebox, and be in the game. This would furious. Yeah, this
breaking the entry game. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah. It would get him mad. Do you think he gonna be robbing people? Like, ooh, I don't know. I gotta see how this is gonna pan out. If he asks Kanan to get on without Lulu knowing, Lulu gonna be pissed off at Kanan. He gonna be pissed off at Kanan and pissed off at him.
Tamika's here.
All right. I didn't see her. She just got here, or was she backstage for? Was you backstage for a while, T?
I was back there for a long minute. I'm listening to y'all. It's okay.
So, being that you just came, when vouching goes wrong, how wrong you think this is gonna go?
Oh, all the way left field, around the corner, down the block, through the wheels, over the hills. It's gonna be
around the bend, right?
We already know this is gonna be a problem. I feel bad that Marvin actually thinks he could trust this dude. Marvin trusts the wrong damn people. I don't know.
He always do. This is the same thing like with him and Gerald.
Yeah, E.T. definitely going. E.T.'s gone. He gonna get out of here. But E.T. gonna mess up things for Marvin, and then that's what's gonna put Marvin in trouble with the Italians.
Who you think's gonna take E.T. out? Him or Unique? Marvin or Unique? Put it in the chat, y'all. I want to see what y'all think. How do y'all think early tired is gonna be early retired?
Right now I'm 50-50 because I feel like Unique could definitely do it, and then I feel like Marvin could do it, especially if, and we already know that if is when he mess up, because Stefano wants him, like, you vouching for him, you saying this your man's, so if anything go wrong, this is on you.
Yeah, so that means if he skimmed the tilt, like if he's like, taking up money off the top, he gonna be done. It could be both Marvin and Unique.
I'm 50-50.
Top it off to know that he knew Unique was back around all this time, and Unique is doing everything that he's doing to their business. Yeah.
If Marvin even get wind of it though, like if he happened to see them from afar, sometimes Marvin be sitting in his car, munching on his potato chips and eating a sandwich, and he be watching people. If he even get wind of them talking or having any kind of interaction, oh, it's over for ET. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna move on to this one. Now that this is going on and they manipulated him to go talk to Stefano, do y'all think that Stefano's gonna go back and tell Rock what happened or no?
Definitely manipulation. Definitely, you got that right.
Do y'all think that do you think that Stefano's gonna tell Rock about Kanan going there, even though he sent them away?
Yeah,
he could.
I think that was the play anyway, because I think they're just trying to sow more division between Rock and Kanan.
I'm glad you broke that down, Nita.
Yeah,
that's what I needed. That's what I was hoping one of y'all say.
That's the play.
Stefano gonna tell her, but he respects Rock. Yeah, he gonna tell. Do y'all think it's gonna be a confrontation with Rock, Pops, and Snap? Because now you messing with my kid. You remember she confronted him before.
Yeah, Rice Krispies need to go sit down somewhere. They need to sit down because they doing a lot too.
Yeah, they stirring the pot and stuff.
Y'all,
I mean, is Rock really surprised by any of this? She already knew that he was dealing with them, and she know what they about.
Right.
So I feel like she know the play before it's even played. But
okay, so I'm glad you mentioned that. Do you remember when they first walked out of there when she told him to let's go when things were starting to get hot? She warned him. Yeah. Don't mess with them. They don't put a lot of people in the ground. You heard what she said. I know. I know I got to be able to trust you as my business partner.
Exactly.
So he's proving the point that you can't trust him as a business partner. He already messed over Ronnie, but we know why he messed over Ronnie, because you came at his mother. So is the same thing going to happen again because they kind of came at her? Or do you think he doesn't see it that way?
I don't think he's going to see it like that. Because Rock had already put in his head that they're to be respected in some type of way because they've been in this business for a long time. I'm thinking maybe he won't take it like that. So I don't actually know. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Because he's still making so many mistakes, but I ain't gonna blame him. He's young. Like what we was talk about earlier. You gotta learn.
I'm gonna blame him because I don't like him.
Look, well, I second that, EJ. I just ain't want to be the first one to say it.
No, I don't like young Kanan at all.
My mother
always on top of her game. She already knows how the game is played. So I wish she would hurry up and get him freaking beat up for a little bit so he knows not to do certain things. But even Stefano explains, do you realize how much your mother loves you? I don't even think that even connected with him.
No.
Because he's just thinking about what he wants.
He acted like it didn't matter. He acted like he didn't get it. Like deep down inside, I want to believe that he understands that, but I feel like where Kanan is right now, he just wants to be mad at Rock for everything, and he wants to blame her for everything. So even hearing in that moment that she loved you this much, because it's a lot of people who wouldn't have done that. You just would have been out of there, regardless. And it just would have been what happens. But his mama really do love him when it all comes down to it. So Kanan just irks my nerves. That's what irks me about Kanan, is that Rock does care about him. I know she got some jacked up ways and some jacked up ways that she's done some things, but at the end of the day, I still feel like Kanan inserted himself into this, and now he has to deal with the consequences of it all. And if he gonna learn from somebody, it should be his mama if he really think about it. But Kanan.
Okay, so I mentioned this the night of the first reaction. Being that, how can I say it? It's on the tip of my tongue. Okay, being that this is all going down, and now the feds is watching them, but they at a different spot now. So it's obvious that somebody told Stefano that somebody was watching that spot, but we don't know who told him this. Do you think the feds saw Kanan interacting with him going in there where Stefano places, or do you think that he's not on record being seen by the feds? Because if he is, that means the whole Thomas family is going there except for Lulu. So they could be jammed up in this. He could drop dime on them to get himself free, but Rock does have a get out of jail free card. How would y'all want this to work out if you was writing this?
Kanan go away, bye. I'm hanging him out to dry. All I care about is Rock.
That's what I think too. I think she's gonna let him learn his lesson this time.
Wait, he got to. He has to learn his lesson.
Yeah.
Like he's not listening to his mother.
Right.
Y'all, he said Rico on the way.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're gonna be jumped up in this Rico, and she already got her, get out of jail free cards. Maybe not.
And Rice Krispies is definitely manipulating them. And why would you why would you go to Stefano knowing that your mother works with him? It's like, why are you backdooring your mother?
Yeah, that's crazy.
He keep trying to.
Because I don't want nothing with my mother. I don't want to work with my mother. I don't want to work with my mother.
Yeah, I understand you want people to know who you are, but I understand you don't want people to. You don't want things to be based on your mother, based on your uncles. I get that, but you still young. Like, you haven't really built your own merit yet on who you are. So you do need the help of your uncles or your mother,
Even when she asked him about, do you want me to look at your books? And he didn't want her to look at it, talking about he got it handled. That was dumb. Like, I understand that he is upset with his mama, but if you're going to be in this game, right, like, you got to learn from people that you can trust. One thing about it is Rock ain't never did nothing that I feels like betrays his trust in such a way. When I say betray his trust, because the stuff that she's done to me, it been justified, and it was for a reason, and it had a purpose. Regardless of how he sees it, it needed to be done. And sometimes people got to make they got to do the hard stuff. They got to make the hard decisions. And I feel like that's what Rock does. But he's just not taking advantage of his opportunities. If anything, if he's smart, even if you can't stand her right now, learn from her. Learn everything you need to know so that you can get out from under her. But don't be listening to this snap, crackle, and pop. When they don't have your best interest at heart. They have their best
they don't care
interest
nothing
at
about
heart.
him. They don't care nothing about him. They care about their bottom dollar. You know what I'm saying? But they don't care nothing about him.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, when you try to do that to young men, shelter them or act like the world is gonna love them the way you love them, you're doing them a disservice. I think what she's gonna have to end up doing is letting him bump his head. Like,
right.
Don't stand in front of these. They're not gonna learn. They're not gonna get the life experience. They're not gonna learn. And if you keep taking the hits for them, they make the choices, and then you standing up here borrowing $500,000, and he don't even appreciate it.
And he don't even appreciate it. Right.
You
absolutely.
Nothing of it.
But
He
yeah,
don't
she's
even
gonna have to
care.
cut the cord. She's gonna have to cut the cord. I'm sorry, you just have to do that.
Right. I agree with that. And
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely agree with that. Yeah. He's gonna have to find out the hard way. And
Mhm.
I'm
mm, mm,
fine.
Yeah, got money. Yeah.
All right, girls, get up. Y'all know what that means. There's money upstairs. Come on.
Okay, so this is what the oh, here we go. Okay, I had to look for it. I'm like, where'd it go? Okay, Kanan fails to realize his place in the game. Rock is the queen pin. He forced his way in. He's guilty just as much as anyone else. He's
Right.
naive, thinking Quan gonna get away with everything. Gonna get away with going around his mom. Yeah, I want to know how much
Absolutely.
friction is that.
Exactly. And
I agree
knowing,
with
well,
this
I don't
comment.
think he
What's
know,
with
but
that?
we know that Quan don't like his damn mama. You
No,
come to
that's
him,
what. Yeah,
you come
yeah.
to me.
Quan
You ain't
don't
gotta
like
go
his
to
mom.
mom.
That's the reason why
Exactly.
she raised it 20% because
Yeah, because he wanted to get rid of her.
he wanted
Right.
to get rid of it.
And
That's
did you
right.
see
That's
that smirk though? Did y'all see that smirk
right.
when
Yeah.
when he came to him? Talk about, I'm just trying
Yeah.
to introduce myself and let you know who I am and da 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 da.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Quan was low key like this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was like,
But
okay.
she knew it was coming, and she don't want to deal with him anyway. That's why she's meeting with the big dogs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So he's
I
about to
don't
be.
blame.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying I don't blame her. Go ahead.
I don't blame her either because I won't want to deal with them either because now all your people's getting knocked off. The other guy cut you off, even though Marvin and the son tried kind of moved everything out. So she still got him, but she don't have Quan no more. But she don't need Quan now. She gonna have a whole new supply.
I said this in my live earlier today. This is the same play like Frank Lucas did, that he cut out all of the middlemen guys and go right over to Vietnam and get to the supply. Or like on Scarface, he cut out the other guys, took them out, go right to the main source. This story we've seen a lot of times. And so she's doing what they did. Or like Griselda, cocaine grandma. She the same thing too. You know what I'm saying? Take out all them guys. Oh, y'all think because I'm a woman, I can't get down with y'all. She was taking people out left and right.
You got to play extra hard.
And she got to play extra hard. Yeah, because already they don't like her because she's a woman. And not only because she's black, but she a black woman too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame her. And she looked damn good while she doing it. You know what I'm saying? She look damn good with that ponytail. I'm about to give me a ponytail wig, okay?
It's time to work. It's time to work. When she slicked that hair back, it's time to go to work.
Look, don't let me find me a ponytail wig. I'm gonna fling my stuff around too.
Do y'all know why y'all think she came near? Why do you think he told her to come there without Marvin, to come by herself?
Well, Marvin was running his mouth. You know what I'm saying? You know Marvin always be saying something. Sometimes you gotta sit there and just shut up, and Marvin be talking. I love me some Uncle Marvin, but sometimes he just talking at the wrong time, and you supposed to be there just as her muscle, not to be saying anything.
And he only wants to deal with the one person. I mean, anytime you have the bigger person, they only gonna deal. It was the same way even when I think it was in BMF. They didn't want to deal with both of them. They only wanted to deal with one of them, regardless of who it was. They only want to deal with the one. So it just is what it is.
Well, because Terry was more level-headed, Meech was running off at the mouth too. You know what I'm saying? So
it's harder to deal with two people just in general.
Just in general.
If I'm a boss, if I'm the one at the top, I only want to deal with the one person. I don't want to see two people. Just give me the one person that I need to deal with, because that's the person that is always going to be responsible.
Exactly. And then in this game, sometimes your right hand be vying for your spot. So they be like sitting up here like, no. Because like I didn't understand why in the Power universe they used to be so lackadaisical with the connect and the people who were the next people, I was like, no, that was always hush hush and under wraps. He wants to be in the shadows as he should be. He don't want this to happen. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to protect his identity as well. Because
exactly,
you never know with them other people, like what kind of jealous tendencies.
Well, remember in OG Power, Lobos didn't really want to deal with Tommy. He only wanted to deal with Ghost.
Yeah,
his relationship was with Ghost, and they would talk, speak Spanish back and forth to each other. And Tommy didn't know what was going on. So, yeah, that I see why it. I was nervous for her when she got in that car, though. Like,
girl, did you hear the music they started playing?
Yes,
they started playing this music. I said,
no muscle, no weapon, and I guess she figured, Nita, hey, whatever gonna happen. I'm gonna make a go at it. I'm gonna get in this car and see what happens. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She said she gonna take a shot.
She gonna take a shot. Yeah.
I like the way that scene looked because
like I love how ambitious she's going to risk it all to be the top dog. That's just how Rock operates.
Yeah,
and Kanan,
certainty when she got in that car.
And young Kanan is going to do something based on what EJ stuff was saying about Kanan. Young Kanan going to do something and screw this up, mess things up for his mother. I just see it. I don't know why I feel this, that he's going to do something and try to step on her toe while she's trying to get things in play.
He making moves in the opposite damn direction.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm. Yeah,
like we ain't even dealing with dude. I'm not even dealing with dude no more. This is the same thing he did with the $150 thing.
Exactly.
Right. Exactly. This whole thing started. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this whole thing started because of Kanan. But
right.
Messing up.
Yeah. Every year every season she's playing the cleanup woman because he butting into grown folks' business, not knowing what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
RC says, and how did it turn out for Beach Money Ronnie? Again, folks are underestimating Kanan on the show. So you think he's setting pops and snaps up? RC, please answer.
No, I'm not underestimating him. I'm sure he got his thoughts of what he doing. But the point is, instead of him taking advantage of the fact that his mama is already in this and been doing it for a long time, you said, teach me the game. You want to know the game. And your uncles know about the streets. You not going to none of them. You going to everybody and their mother besides them to make your moves.
Well, you know what happened when he hitched his wagon to Marvin. You know that went sideways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, Marvin, I love me some Uncle Marvin, but Marvin is one of the kind of people. I love Uncle Marvin, but he's one of the type of people that you need to tell him everything to do, because when Marvin do his own thing, it go all left, you know. So
and you got to tell him to keep it. You got
to give him the instructions.
Yeah, you do have to give him instructions.
He could be the mailman, the maintenance man. Who was he this last time? The laundry man?
He was the laundry man, yeah, with the lollipop hanging out his mouth.
And I personally don't think that anyone is really underestimating Kanan. It's just the whole point is that Kanan is always going one way. He's in the and that undermines Rock every single time. Whenever he does something, he always messes something else up because he always thinks that he knows better. And most of the time, it has always ended with Rock cleaning it up in some way, form, or fashion. The only reason why the whole Ronnie thing went down was because he didn't want to see at the end of the day, he didn't want to see nobody unalive his mother. But if it had been anything else, he would have let that stuff ride, because that's what he was doing the whole time. The only reason why Ronnie and Kanan not working together is because he started trying to unalive his mama. He started trying to go after her. If he doesn't try to go after her, they still working together, which is still it's dumb. But my whole point is that I don't think it's underestimating Kanan. I think Kanan is just he's young right now, and he just thinks he knows everything, and he don't want to listen, and he don't want to learn the actual game so that he can do it right. He wants to show his mother that he can do it when he doesn't even have the proper tools. He just kind of going with the flow when it's all said and done. And then the last thing about Ronnie is that Rock only let her guard down about the Ronnie thing because she's a mother first. And that's why she walked into that situation. That's why she even took that money, is because she's a mother and she didn't want to see her son because she didn't want to see her son die. She would rather be the one That's the only reason. That's the one time she let the game be second and she went first, in my opinion.
And it's called raising Kanan. He's still being raised.
Right.
He's
But
still
all
being raised,
teenagers-
and he ain't grown yet. You know,
Y'all know teenagers think they know every goddamn thing. Y'all
Yes.
know teenagers think they know everything and they don't know nothing. Nada.
They act like that in their 20s too. You know what I mean? So that, you know,
Yeah, when I was a teenager, I thought I knew it too. Sometimes you be feeling like your parents never was a kid before. They was just born grown. They ain't go through stuff you already.
This is what I always hear. Oh, you don't understand. Times is different. You don't understand. I'm like, look, it's just a different year. It's the same bull crap.
It's
You
just
know,
wrapped up a little different.
right?
Rock the supplier like Lobos, and Kanan could be the distributor like Ghost. I could see that happening, but you know what it is? You doing so much where you not even giving time for that to happen. Like you making moves without knowing what she was doing.
Oh, and I got one more thing. RC said that Kanan don't trust Rock and he shouldn't. And I'm a huge Rock fan. Listen, I love Rock too. But at the end of the day, I understand that Kanan doesn't trust Rock, but he's the one person that he should trust. Like I said, I get that some may feel that Rock did things to break his trust, but Rock did things to make sure that Kanan would be okay. She fixed a lot of stuff that Kanan actually did, which broke her trust. Because he went and did stuff behind her back, and then she had to fix it. That's where most of this stuff started from. So yeah, the stuff about the daddy and all that stuff, we can all argue the fact that a lot of the times, whether it was right or wrong, the intention behind it was to always protect Kanan. So that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, but and if he hadn't did that $120 thing, then he'd still be in school and you know, and all that kind of stuff. So
Right?
It would have been the end of the story.
Let's start at the beginning.
Yeah. She had to clean up that mess that he made.
She lied too much. She kept a lot from him.
You couldn't tell him that his daddy was a cop.
That wasn't his place. He was a kid. Like
exactly. That's
you couldn't tell him. You couldn't tell him his daddy a cop. You in the drug game, and you telling your daddy was a cop, and I was an informant. No, you couldn't have did that. You know,
like that would be asinine. And like I said, like if he worked hand in hand, because you remember back in I believe season 2 or even season 1 when she was talking to Symphony, she was telling Symphony that she didn't want to be over like in the street. She wanted to build it and hand it over to somebody. So if he would have followed the pecking order, I'm your mother, let me teach you these things.
Right.
Let's get you together and I can hand it over to you.
And neither to add to that, remember when he did do that whole $120 thing, and she said, okay, well, since you're going to determine you're going to be in this game, let me show you the right way. She taught him how to make crack. I ain't saying that's right as a mother, the parent. But she showed him how to make the crack. She showed him how to shoot the gun. She showed him it is what it is. I mean, he was raised around it anyway. He probably was going to end up getting involved anyway. But I mean, she tried to show him and teach him right way if he would just stick with her. But you know, he wasn't doing his way. And then even she tried to help Lulu, and then you know, Lulu even get sidetracked, you know. So
I love that they put that line in there talking about y'all don't like my methods of doing things, but y'all sure like the results.
Right, exactly.
And as a mother, I definitely get that line. Yeah. Okay. And I ain't even in no game like that. I'm just talking about you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they always got some back lip and something to say, and they ain't talking about just they could be grown and still with back lip and say something crazy, but they like when all the good stuff is going on, you know.
Exactly.
They don't know, you know, so
okay, look.
Money. Yeah.
All right, girls, get up. Y'all know what that means. There's money upstairs. Come on.
All right, girls, get that money.
What she said, it's a chain of command. She's the head of the snake. That's right. But let me ask y'all this.
I just said
If she would have told him she was building up this business for him, do you think he would have followed the chain of command?
I still don't think he would
No.
have.
I don't
Because
think
that
so
wasn't the
either.
intention. That wasn't initially the plan. Like she
Mhm.
wanted him to go to school. She wanted these things for him.
She wanted him to go to the private school. I mean,
just like Ghost wanted with Tariq. You want a different path for your children, but essentially they can choose whatever path they want to take, and you just gonna have to be sitting up there trying to pick up the pieces. But like I said, let them hold their own balls. I'm not doing it. Get somebody else to do it. I'm not doing it.
Mhm. I agree. I ain't got no argument there.
I'm gonna go with Young Boy comment right quick. He said Kanan and Rock haven't been on the same page since the beginning. That's the main issue. No, they haven't been on the same page because Kanan wants to be the parent and Kanan is not the parent. That's where all the issues came in at. Kanan wants to be older. Kanan wants to be the adult. He wants to be the one making all the decisions. When he's not the adult, he was the child, and he should have been doing what his mother said. I understand people don't like that whole do as I say, not as I do thing, but a lot of times it is what it is. It's true. Like, I'm telling you to do this for a reason, not because I just want to be telling you what to do. And I'm telling you this because of X, Y, and Z. And at the end of the day, Kanan just wanted to go his own route, and Kanan did that. I'm sorry, but most of this stuff stems from Kanan. I'm always going to go back to that. I agree. The Rock thing is what it is. She's in the game. Yes, he's been around it. Yes, he's seen it, all of that stuff. But Kanan inserted himself in a lot of these things. And I understand that sometimes you want your kids to do this and they won't, and they don't want to do it because they see you doing this, so they want to do this, or whatever the case is. I get that too. But I will give a Rock a lot of effort for trying to maneuver Kanan into the right direction. Kanan took that B-turn himself. He took that whole U-turn, decided to fail that test, decided that he wasn't going to go and do what was best. And even if he had did that, just think about how much of a better position he would have been in if he had went to school and learned all the things. He could have still, if he still wanted to be in this business, he could have still been in it in a much better way and much better prepared for it, because he could have had both sides of it. But
right.
Since you proposed that, I'm going to ask this question. If Kanan would have went the route that she wanted him to go to the specialized school, meantime, Rock is building up her empire, do you think things would have went down better?
I do.
Okay.
I think because he would have had more life experience, more knowledge. He would have been away from the game and wasn't so, because you remember on season 1, episode 1, they were ingratiated into the game. The kids they had this little Sunday dinner at Sonny's or whatever the place was or whatever. And they would really be talking business. They were talking code. You remember Kevin said, and apparently he felt like he knew the code because he knew they was talking in code.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he already was still kind of influenced and ingratiated in it. So I think him going off would have been a better look, but
and gave him more choices too. Like, it would have gave him a different, like, it would have shown him something else. And I think that's all she really wanted to do.
The symphony, he really took the symphony, so he liked the aspect of learning, and he was intelligent, educational wise.
All right. Big Gemini Dime. That's what people are forgetting. Nobody can know Kanan's dad was a cop. Kanan overall was too eager to get in.
Yeah. Right. I wanted to ask
that question right at that comment right there.
I wanted to ask EJ what she thought about RC's comment.
Which
one? At 7:47 p.m.
The one I just did, or
maybe if I can't get past.
EJ covered it. This one?
Oh, you did? Okay.
Hold up, yeah. Oh, I can't get past. Okay, I didn't get that one. I can't get past Rock planting the gun in Kanan's bag and having Kanan try to eliminate Howard.
Okay, Rock I'm asking EJ because I know how EJ said she goes hard for Rock and Kanan get on her nerves, and I'm in agreement with EJ. I'm not disagreeing, but what you feel about that? Do you think that Rock is wrong for based on what RT is saying.
Well, see, I've never said that Rock ain't made no mistakes. What I said that everything that she's done has a rhyme or a reason. And getting rid of Howard, he was a problem. Kanan, once again, this was all at the time, if I'm remembering correctly, this was at the time when Kanan was trying to insert himself into this business, right? When Kanan thought he was bigger, like he didn't want to do what he was supposed to do. Instead, he wanted to be a part of this game. So yeah, she sent him over here to do this. Was she right? No. I'm not saying that was right, but was it a necessary thing? Yeah, but I don't think Kanan should have been the one to do it. But it also showed him that he couldn't go over there and do it. And I also think that she knew that Howard wouldn't have done anything too. I think Rock is always 2 steps ahead, and she already knows certain things or has an idea. She's not going to send her son over there in harm's way, knowing that he gonna get hurt. I think.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. I didn't like that she did it, but you're right. It was a rhyme and reason for it. It was a reason for it.
And the planting of the gun in his book bag, that was to teach his butt a lesson. I agreed with that one.
Yeah.
I agreed with it. Okay, this what you gonna do, but this what I'm gonna do. You want to do this? I'm gonna do this. Let me show you how to play this game. Let me show you how to play. Let me show you how to play with the big boys. I was here for it.
I'm here for it.
Thank you for the super chat.
Me too. I agree with you, EJ. I ain't disagree at all. I agree with that.
I'm not making excuses. I'm being real.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was reading that comment.
I'm sorry. I know you was going back to it. Rock says she has to trust her business partner. She can't trust either of her partners, Kanan or Marvin. Kanan plays checkers, and Rock plays checks. Definitely.
Hey, Monica.
Hey, Monica. And I think Monica M to say a little bit more to that, because I wanted to jump in about Kanan. Like everybody said that they think that Rock already she's expecting that. She's expecting it. And like I said, how she moves with them, she finds out the same thing how she did with find out about Marvin going over to Stefano and all that stuff. She give you enough rope to hang yourself. Like, I'm gonna sit back and see how you play it. But that's playing chess, just like who was that? Gemini Doll?
Monica.
No, that was Monica that said the chess.
Monica saying Rock is playing chess, not checkers. You have to see how these people move in the environment. But the bad thing about it is that Kanan is being manipulated. If I don't grind anything into my son's ears as much as I can, is that ain't nobody gonna love you like I love you.
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
You cannot trust nobody in these streets, because their motivations and their intentions are to serve
themselves. Right. And I don't care if you get mad.
He's a pawn on the chessboard for snaps and pops. But like I said, I'm gonna
absolutely.
Let him balls. He want to.
No, you hit that on the head, Nita. You right on that. You are right on that.
You can hold your own balls,
okay.
I agree.
The pow issue, she was trying to slow him down, getting mixed with Rock. Yeah, that's what. Yup. I'm gonna read it again because I was reading it and I had to answer. The pow issue, she was trying to slow him down, getting him mixed with Ronnie, who is reckless. With Howard was eager the minute he checked the Kanan DNA, and Kanan and Scrappy when Kanan and Scrappy was fighting. Yeah, he had an objective. He wasn't trying to really get to know this kid. He was trying to.
Yeah, he was trying to save his life initially because he didn't know that was his child, and Kanan didn't know that was his father. They didn't even start to connect until later on. So
even his father had bad intentions on trying to figure out whether or not he had a goddamn match for what he wanted.
Right. Yeah, he didn't care. He was just about the leukemia he had, right?
It wasn't about Kanan. It was about his own self.
Right.
Okay, how can y'all justify Rock? However, not Joyce Thomas. Rock's looking in the mirror when she sees Joyce. Joyce rattles runaway Rock, team Joyce. What?
We don't know Joyce's story. We don't.
Joyce was messing around with the Coco or something. Wasn't she messing around with
DR? That's what Rock says. Go back to season 1. That's what she said.
Come on, she was
We don't know Joy's story,
apologize.
Marcus. We know Rock's story. We've been, well, at least a piece of it. We definitely have more of Rock's story than we do Joy's story. We done heard about Joyce in these streets, but we really ain't getting down to the meat and potatoes of her story. So these like last 2 episodes, which by the way, I did enjoy the
And I'm glad that,
her mother had.
and Tamika, I'm glad that she admitted that she was a bad mother and a horrible wife. She admitted it. Okay,
that was a real moment. I like that moment.
Me too, and I wish that she did. I mean, and
you get a little bit more
apologize. And, you know,
I'm sorry.
And can I say this real quick too, just to DeMarcus's thing? I want to be very clear when I say this. I'm not justifying anything that Rock has done. There's no justifications for it. My point is that there is a rhyme or a reason for it, and it has always resulted in Kanan being spared, saved, something that has to do with Kanan. Everything that she does, it has revolved around Kanan. But yet Kanan is acting like his mom is just the scum of the earth and is this horrible person, and like, but every move that she's made has always been about him. That's my point. So there's not really a justification, because I've said time and time again, what she did may not have been right, but there was a reason for it. That's not justifying it. That is just telling you that it benefited Kanan, and Kanan is being
and it's called raising Kanan.
Okay,
right.
That's the whole point. Joyce, on the other hand, when her husband did what he did, she checked out. And she checked out and left them kids to raise themselves. That's a totally different situation. That is not her protecting her children. That is not her putting them
and
first.
always got her hand out for something.
Yeah, that too. But that wasn't her putting them first. That was her putting herself first. I'm not saying that, okay, maybe she didn't know how to handle it, but as a mother, you don't have a choice but to do what you got to do and step up to the plate and say, hey, I got to make sure these kids are okay. That's what Rock has done each and every time. Even though it has resulted in people saying that, oh, she horrible, she this, she that. But at the end of the day, Kanan's still alive, when we all know that in theory, he probably should be gone. But I'm just saying, that's my 2 cents.
Right. And it's funny that young boy calls you ENJ. That's a drink. Okay. That's ENJ.
That ENJ, that's some alcoholic drinks right
there. That's the alcoholic drink. That's what I'm saying.
Drinking under the tree.
I'm telling you, they always blame
the alcoholic drink. That's what you said.
Yeah, that's what, if you can't afford some Hennessy, you get the ENJ, which is
it's the cheaper.
It's the cheaper, cheaper.
Listen, I used to get some ENJ XO and put that in my caramel iced latte.
Yeah. Right. I drank ENJ before. It ain't like I've been too good to drink it. I've drank it before. But if I got money, I don't buy it. Oh, he said you sound drunk, dependent.
I didn't even know that I was gonna say that, because I ain't got like I don't got my reading glasses on.
Okay.
You're delusional. If you think Rock left Kanan or Jukebox love her auntie Rock. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think he's talking about Jukebox. When he been putting that in my comments too. He's saying 2 kids. He's thinking about that baby that she got rid of.
Oh, please.
That's what he's talking about. Yeah, that's what he's talking about. The baby.
Young boy, you think what you want to think. I have my opinion. You have your
opinion. Everybody has their own opinion. We don't all have to agree.
Listen, don't ever take it personal. It's just a television show, and it's just an opinion. This is my opinion, and this is how I feel. I like I said, it's not a justification. It's just what it is, in my opinion. And
these ain't real life people.
And
let's not get it too serious now. It's not.
It's for look. It's okay to disagree. Like, look,
I disagree with people all the time, and they disagree with me.
We're gonna move on from that.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I think one last question. This is one of them that came back in my like from the first watch, when we was the first reaction. Somebody left this comment. Let me share my screen.
Snap your neck at me.
Okay, huge flaw. How do you know Marvin took out Sal? I doubt Stefano told him this piece of hot information also Be Realer doesn't fit a 90s MC. He comes off like today's mumble rappers, Future, 21 Savage, and Little Baby, all mixed in one. They could be keeping the actor who plays Famous quiet for a storyline purpose, but why Unique was a whole different situation. He was supposed to be gone, and Famous was last seen inside a police station asking for a lawyer. Last Jukebox new club friend better not be trouble when she couldn't even handle her abusive sicko husband. You know? Anybody want to respond to this? I feel like the flaw is with the Sal situation is not that. It's her son. I think he went back and said, this is why your son is going, and this is why I'm going through this problem. I remember Sal's son got taken out when he went on that job to take out Tony. So that's why I think he has like a reason to bring that up, because he knows for a fact that happened. Remember, he was calling him Dumb and Dumber. And he was like, this is not, like, he knew that wasn't going to go well when he saw Sal's son and Marvin together.
Hold on, I'm rereading.
Huh?
That is true. That is true. Because I don't even think that lady, his wife, knew. So there's something going on. Like, you remember they had that meeting, and Unique had his hand on her thigh. I was like, I thought you ain't like the black men's. I thought you ain't like them. I thought they was, the scum of the earth. She ain't move that hand. She actually put her hand on top of his hand.
Yeah, listen, y'all know what they like the black people for.
Right.
Everybody like chocolate.
Right.
If they don't like chocolate, they jealous of chocolate.
Right.
Well, Party,
but
the rapper DNA helped him on Raising Kanan. Who's DNA?
He's a battle rapper. DNA.
Oh, okay. I liked it. Not for nothing. When he was in there doing his thing, when the A&R rep came in, I thought that was kind of hot. I didn't think that part really sounded like. I thought the beat was fly. I'll say that. I was listening to some of it, but I thought the beat was all right.
Yeah, I just don't like the words that rappers speak over themselves and over people. I'm at a particular age. I
really, it don't make me no never mind.
I don't care nothing about him. I'm actually the next episode he can be dead.
That's why they all die young.
Yeah.
Okay. Joy. Okay. Hey Ariel. Joyce only humbled now because she's about to check out, because she was cold to rock when she asked her, "Did you ever wonder how I ended up like this?" She said, "Them your choices."
I think I remember that's the way it goes. When they have to go out, yeah, that's what they do. I'm not saying everybody, but this is real. It happens. This is somebody.
Yeah, people do that. They be trying
to out. That's when you like, "Woe is me, girl. You didn't know what was happening."
No, but they all, you try to get your life together. If you about to kick the bucket, you got your days are coming. You do try to get right with the Lord or whatever that you believe in. You know what I'm saying? You try to make amends, but she didn't never say she really was sorry, But one thing Mama Joyce is right on, and we talked about this previously, everybody got their own perspective of what went going on in the family. She mentioned that in this episode, and we talked about that. Yeah, everybody does.
She included that because
everybody will, and that's your family, my family, everybody. Everybody gonna see something different. In the I don't care if you got 10 or 15 sisters and brothers, they all gonna see something different. Each one, yeah.
Where you fall at, if you're the oldest child, if you're the youngest child,
the middle child, yeah.
There are so many different variables about how your mother's love or your parents, not just mothers, but mothers.
Yeah, parents, mother and father. No, it's mother and father. Yeah.
However,
absolutely. When me and my siblings talk, we all got a different memory.
Yeah,
Of course, yeah, yeah, all of us do. Yeah,
it's crazy.
I'm figuring out that now between me, my sister, and my brother, because we had a different. I can't say it when I think my sister came later, so her relationship with my dad is different, and then my mother passed, so her relationship with my dad is totally different.
right. It's like that. I got the same thing with me and my siblings, and just because you siblings don't mean you close either.
Yeah.
So people that doesn't mean anything either. So
I think older siblings typically have the burden of always being the ones that are like the protectors and the ones that have to take on the slack. I remember when my father passed away, my brother felt like he had to be the father figure. You know what I'm saying? I get in trouble. He the one coming up to see. I'm my mom. He's the one coming up there to see what you've done. My other brother, my middle brother, he went away to the service, and that was just his way of like, I don't want to do. He just didn't want to do anything. He just didn't want to be involved. And then you have the younger siblings who are just kind of being taken care of. They just there. I think it kind of is that dynamic. So everybody sees it differently because they all played a different position.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, I'm the youngest, so I'm the youngest, so I understand the younger part too. The other two were gone, and I was at the house dealing with the mess, so I understand. A lot. It's a lot of things. Yeah, everybody got their own perspective.
Also, too, children do not consider their parents as people. Like I feel like those kids, and maybe they don't supposed to. You know what I'm saying? But as you get older, you need to work through those things because not only did you lose your father, she lost a husband. You know what I'm saying? So she is actually going through something. We're on different timelines, but we're experiencing the same thing. And so is she not allowed to have grief? Is she not, you know what I'm saying? But like EJ said, everybody, you gotta pick up the slack, and you gotta do what you gotta do. But now Rock is mad at her because you gotta pick up the slack, and you've been doing it though. But I feel like there's some trauma there that either is, like I said, I don't believe in that whole, I do not believe in that whole trying to protect the man, if there's some wrongdoing that's going on. She had an abortion off the books. I mean, a heaven baby off the books, and we don't know why. We don't know. We don't know her backstory.
I wonder if that's gonna come out neither.
Yeah, it's definitely more to the story, but I love that moment with them talking because her saying like, I didn't know what to do. I've never been through this before. I lost myself. Like some people that really does happen to them. And you know, most of the times they ain't telling you to go see the psychiatrist or a counselor.
No, there's nobody doing that. At
that time, black people wasn't.
No, we ain't talking about. No, that wasn't even a talk. That wasn't even a conversation that came out your mouth as a black person at that time. Yeah, no.
It's hard.
It's hard. Layers. There's definitely a lot of layers to it.
And I just open.
But the only reason why I'm throwing this lady in the fire is just because she just gets on my nerve. So I love the fact when Rock said you gonna sit there and tell us you dying over collard greens and dry ass cornbread. She ain't say the dry. I'm throwing the dry part in. She ain't say dry cornbread, but she said collard greens and cornbread. But I was like, I'm like, that was funny. I had to laugh on that.
It was. Like, and then she was bringing her the glass of water.
Right.
It's good to see the parallel between her and her mother. And then when her mother saying, "Oh, you ain't never felt this way before," and the parallel between her and Keenan, because she do feel that way to a certain degree, but it's for a different reason.
Exactly. And I do have grace for Mama Joyce too, by the way. It's not that I don't have grace for her, because I do feel like she was going through something at the time and maybe she didn't know how to deal with it. I just feel like once you have kids, you don't have any choices anymore but to figure it out, because the kids are kids at the end of the day, and we can't depend on them to figure it out. We're the adults, so we have to try to figure it out regardless of what we're going through. We got to try to work through it however it is that we, got to figure out how to work through it, but still make sure that the kids are okay in doing so. I just feel like that's what makes parents different, because some parents are able to do that and some people aren't. And that's where the resentment comes in. The ones that are not able to do it, their kids typically resent them and cannot stand them for taking their childhoods, because essentially that's what happens, is that their childhoods are taken away.
Okay, I agree with you about the having the grace for the mother, but what about the fact that the mother is always, and since season 1, was always sticking her hand out? She wouldn't do a damn thing with her kids or 4 kids without them putting some money. Lulu even said, "I ain't about to pay my mother." What was he saying?
I ain't about to pay you to be my mother.
Be my mother. Yeah, and she was always sticking her hand out for money. That's this part that bothers me too. So I can have grace on the husband dying and all that, but she seemed like she was like, y'all gotta take care of me type of thing.
I got one more.
Go ahead.
I got one more comment. The fact that Joyce said that every child had a different experience, I feel like Rock, maybe this is me thinking as Rock. Maybe Rock thought that maybe since you figured that out, then maybe you need to speak to everybody individually and address the issues individually with your children.
Do you think that's going to happen?
I don't know. I just feel like I'm going through a personal situation. I bought Christmas gifts for each of y'all know, y'all may or may not know, my aunt is in a situation or whatever, and I bought Christmas gifts for each of her boys, and I told her to make it I said, all of these gifts are the same, but I want you to pray over them differently. I want you to talk to them differently when you give it to them. And that's, because even the children show up differently.
Yeah.
Like the oldest child shows up doing all the things, the most responsible. The middle child, right underneath him. But the youngest child,
that's how it happens.
But what I want to say is that, like, you have to address like that whole thing. I feel like Rock felt some type of way because she's sitting out here just handing out just the diagnosis, and everybody experienced her differently. And I felt like she felt like they should have been addressed differently, if that makes sense.
I
agree. And the Marcus about the Joyce Thomas hate is real. Listen, I can hate on the lady. I hope she kills over in the chair and die. This is a character, it's not a real lady. So I hope we have the funeral next episode. I'm done with the lady. I don't know the name about the lady. So
somebody was laughing the week when you said that you hope she fall over in the pot of greens.
Yeah,
she could fall in the pot of greens. Look, I gotta make it funny, y'all. She could fall in the pot of greens.
I told Joyce to go dig that grave and get in it.
across the dry roast beef. She could have just died. Like, come on, it's a character. It's not that deep. Now, if we talking about real people, I give definitely more grace, because everybody's story, especially when I think about my parents, they both got a story. So yeah, Nita made a great point earlier. We forgot. Sometimes we do forget in real life that our parents were real people before they became our parents, and they have their own story. So that's why sometimes I do give them grace and give them once you get past all the hurt, and once you get older and get grown and you're going through your own experiences, then you start saying, I understand why you're the way you are because of X, Y, and Z. But this is a TV character. I don't give a damn about the lady. She could have fell over in that lazy boy chair and died. So
I don't know that we need to move on for her to speak to each child. I would like that, but I think Joyce about to be up out of here. So I don't know how fast they're gonna get over
Yeah.
there to
When is
talk
the
to
when is
her.
the when the
Yeah.
funeral, Tamika? When is it? You got it planned?
It
When
might
is
be
the
this
funeral?
episode
I
because
said
remember this is
5. I
episode
said
5
episode
coming
5,
up.
but I don't know, y'all. What y'all think?
Yeah, I
This is
think next
episode 5
episode she
coming
might be
up,
gone.
and I believe I want to say it's the
What's that
mid-season
though?
finale.
At
Maybe
least you
5 or
ain't get her
6.
in the hospital bed. Can we?
Mhm.
Yeah, we ain't seen the hospital bed. She got
Bless
her
her.
we
Y'all-
didn't see her with her satin bonnet on her head and her robe. So and her bedroom slipper. We didn't see her in the bed sick.
All right, this is the last thing we're gonna take for tonight. There's a bigger picture. He is being used by Crackle and Pop.
Yeah, Rice Krispie.
There's a power in manipulation. The Queen Pin's son, the Prince chain of command. It is what it is. That's his life, and he embraced it. I get it.
Yeah. That's right. He is being manipulated, and I'm glad that Stefano didn't fall for it. And he said, "Kid, get out of here." He didn't even give him no time of day. He ain't let him sit down, drink no tea or no coffee. Get the hell on out of here.
Yeah, I love that Stefano did that with him. DeMarcus, I'm gonna tell you right now that I'm not gonna have the same energy if it's Rock or Marvin, okay? Because I like them. I don't like Grace, so I'm gonna be right up here and my old black.
Why would we have that same energy for Rock or Marvin over Mama Thomas? Come on, she ain't
Are
adding
you
nothing to the
serious?
story.
You like Joyce that much to Marvin?
Mama Thomas ain't adding nothing to the story. Come on, stop. He just trolling at this point. What has she added to the story? If we never saw that lady again, the story could keep going on and on.
With that being said, what y'all got going on your channels?
Well, Moochie, you ain't talked about calling the number for the reward for
I don't got
famous.
to. You ain't give me the thing to share. You gotta let me. You gotta share it.
Oh, wait a minute.
Bring it up.
And you ain't talking
Look,
about.
I have an important announcement. We have an important announcement tonight. Please,
Wait a minute.
talk about Jukebox.
Nita was saying something. What said Nita?
Marvin almost getting taken out at the end.
Oh yeah, we talk about Juke. We can't end it yet, Moochie. Give us 5 more minutes.
Look, let's go here.
Y'all talk. Yeah, I'm gonna put up the thing. Y'all talk about Jukebox because that was a good ending.
I figured we covered that most of the time during the oh yeah.
Well, I wasn't here when y'all.
No, everybody wasn't here.
So
everybody wasn't here.
all right, I'm gonna start with Tamika, and then it's gonna be Nita, then EJ. With the whole
I didn't see this coming. I mean, I saw it coming, but I didn't see it happening in this way. Okay. And Marvin was given the 1-2s, 1-2s, 1-2s. But Marvin, you should know better than to ever turn your back on anybody. He's talking about something. Don't let me have to come back and tell you again. And homeboy came with the even with how it was her husband and he came and pushed her down. I didn't think it was gonna be that way. I thought it was just gonna be some random people that was gonna be mad at seeing them leaving the place together and attack them. So that kind of threw me off when I found out that it was the husband. But then you could kind of see where it was going because Juke telling him to leave the hammer in the car with her. And then all y'all should be happy. Y'all should be dancing and shouting that wanted to see Juke turn up. Because it is my daddy, I'm going to turn up too. Okay? Pop, 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 pop.
Okay,
yeah, I liked it.
What's your take on it?
Me?
Yeah, you. No, the person behind you, Nita.
Okay, so for this, baby, he almost got the unique treatment. When I tell you, you ain't supposed to turn your back. When I tell you, men are just violent, y'all. They honestly are scared of each other. That's why they got pals, and that's why they do what they do. Listen. When Marvin was trying to take that hammer in there with him, he knew what the fuck he was doing. He knew what he was doing. He knew that you cannot go unprotected against another man because we know men are violent. And I wish people stop thinking that they're not. They are. Okay? We hear anyway. This is a character in the story, whatever. Similar to real life, but whatever. For me, he did a unique and Ronnie situation. But what made it so stupid, El Stupido, for Marvin, you don't turn your back. You didn't do anything to really neutralize him where you can turn your back on him. If you already seen that he's been violent to your daughter, maybe he thought that maybe he's just violent to women and maybe not to men. Like I don't know what his thing. Child, Marvin doesn't think. He don't think. But he did. He played that role. He turned his back, and he almost got his water turned off. I was like, "What, Marvin? No, like you put him to sleep. Do something where you knew that he was like totally before you turn your back on him. You didn't have a weapon. You didn't have protection. Yeah, you got them hands, but at the end of the day, if you turn your back on somebody, he done pull a machete out the cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on here? I was just like, yeah, no. I'm so glad that Juke came, and I think I'm so glad that she had the wherewithal as a woman. Like, this is taking too long. Something might be happening. I might need to go up there.
Will this come back on Marvin, y'all?
Yes.
I think so too.
That's why that's the reason why I think it might be the jail time. This was very messy. This was messy. It was broad daylight.
Fingerprints and all of that is in that apartment.
And did y'all notice the guy was some type of veteran or something too?
Yeah.
They had the flag up there and all that.
Oh, for real? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Up there where the knife was.
And the woods and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've seen like 3 times and I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, Marvin got too much stuff coming out.
It's
been doing too much for a long time. Like a karma gonna come and get you at some point.
He ain't had no gloves.
No.
You know how people, when they going to do dirt.
Yeah, just like Ghost used to always wear gloves, except that one stupid time he took his glove off and Greg knocked out. Yeah.
You know why he went there with no gloves though? Because he wasn't thinking. He was like, my kid, this boy man touch my kid.
Yeah.
Where is he? That's what happens with Marvin. He gets caught up in the anger where he don't think. That's why everything was with the anger management.
So
yep.
Yeah, this was impulsive. This wasn't something that was supposed to be done. So there's no cleanup involved. There's none of that. So I do think that, I believe it was Nita who said it, that this is probably going to come back on Marvin as far as jail time, because he's just going to have to he's not going to let Juke take the L. He's going to take the L because that's what, again, parenting. He went over there. He the one who didn't think it all the way through. So, and this put Juke in a position to where she had to pull a trigger. And I always knew that Juke's trigger pull was going to be by accident, not by like an intentional thing, that it was always going to be because it was in defense of someone else. Wasn't sure who it was going to be. I thought it probably been Kanan somebody.
That's what I thought. I thought it was going to actually be Kanan too.
But this makes even more sense that it's her father, because it's a parental figure, and he's protecting her. So now she ended up protecting him. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. They blood all over there. I mean, that whole crime scene is a whole nightmare at this point. It's just a DNA.
I mean, DNA all in the car and everything. It's just everywhere. Yeah.
He's going to clean up the car.
That's the smoking gun right there.
Suburbia Jones says that Marvin scene was predictable when Juke told him not to take the pow with him into the house. I already knew what was going to happen. I kind of did too.
You see Gemini Don left a super chat for somebody.
Oh, wait.
$5.
Hold on. Okay, let me. Okay, Marvin should have had the pow with him anyway, despite Juke telling him not to take it. Marvin's mistake was turning his back. Juke dark turn is slowly here. Yeah, did you see how her smile was when they was back in that car and she was leaving? She got a rush from that.
And also the adult Kanan narration talking about, the director. When people write a script, they have like these notes in the script. I don't know if y'all see the script, like, yeah, they like what they see, they looking in the mirror and stuff like that. I feel like that's what older 50 is doing for raising Kanan. He's saying all the things like you need to hear because just in case you didn't get it.
Okay. I know people gotta get deleted, but Rock and Marvin are getting locked up. Will be a better outcome. You never see that side. Mainly just see, deletions of the side of the game. This is true. I agree with that. I want to see somebody go to jail, but I think Rock gonna skate. I think Rock gonna use her get out of jail free card.
I would love to see Rock still alive, y'all.
Me too. I would. Too. Me too. I actually would too. Yeah. Regardless of that, whether it makes sense, and I like. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like they kind of left the door open a little, but not really. But I don't know. That's what's giving me the suspense because we know what Kanan turned out to be. But I would love if Rock was still alive. I would love it.
What y'all think about Crystal trying to make amends with Jukebox? Do y'all think it was genuine? Look at Tamika Faye.
I don't think it was about it. I don't think it was. That's why she didn't look. You tried to had them girls jump me, and they was, with the little, trying to jump me up. Nah,
she still owe her a fade. Yeah,
I can't trust you. I don't care. I don't care if he like you. I can't trust you.
Right. That's why she got about it so fast. So.
I agree. I don't trust Crystal. I like Crystal, but I don't trust her. And I said when I was watching it upstairs before I came downstairs, I was like, Kanan better get a fucking safe where he only know if he's gonna be the money, like he got the work over there in the other apartment, and you doing the money over here, it better be in the safe.
Yeah, she with that money too.
And I think it's a bad idea to let little Shorty Doo-Wop know where you living at. You should meet him in the street and let him y'all exchange stop somewhere else.
Like why Shorty Doo-Wop is alive.
But see, how do we know with Unique? He working with Unique or something. Remember, we don't know what happened. It cut off. We don't know what happened. When he came in and tossed him across the ground like a bag of trash. We don't know whether or not something transpired yet. So I don't know if I trust little Shorty Doo-Wop yet. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
Yeah.
I think he played for his life with Unique, and that's the only reason why Unique can't go on somebody. You saw how he went guns a-blazing in the other place, right?
And now he gonna end up knowing where Kanan live. It's gonna be because of this little guy. Yeah, I don't know. That's why he shouldn't have him come to his house. I do kind of agree with. I agree with Crystal on that.
OC is gonna show him. OC is gonna lead Unique to Kanan's house. I'm putting that down.
But did y'all understand why she said we were trying to get a different environment so we can separate? And then he still brought it to the new house. He don't.
Yeah.
I don't care what y'all say. He don't respect women. He don't like women. He don't whatever. He'll fuck them. He'll do whatever. But he don't like them at the end of the day. He don't respect what they say. He doing a little something because he trying to keep his cutty. But at the end of the day, he not listening to her. She said that's the main reason why I wanted to get the other apartment, and then you bring the work.
I mean, that's just smart anyway. You never supposed to do that. You never do your business at your house. You know,
stupid though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I ain't even been in a drug gang. I just watch shows. I mean,
we see at Rock House.
Back in my day.
You so silly. We see at Rock House, the police can come up in there because ain't nothing going on up in that house. It just
like she opened the door. Hey, come on in. You want to eat a sandwich? I mean, she just let him in because it's nothing. And that's another thing. What's gonna be the fallout? Anybody can answer this about the Andre Barnes situation. How's she gonna get another lawyer? What's gonna happen
I
with
don't
this?
know, that man. I want her to see if she
She'll
gonna find
figure
that
it out.
in-style person.
She'll figure it out.
Yeah, she'll figure it out.
Come on, Candy. Hey, boo. I
Hey,
didn't see you in the chat. You just popped up. Girl,
Yeah,
no,
she
they
definitely
don't.
gonna need somebody new, and you could tell that her. She ain't showed up, but when they left out that damn house,
she
like,
was like,
damn.
"Oh my god!" She put her hand on her forehead. She was up, yeah, because she didn't see that coming, you know.
Yeah.
And she has no, because she's still thinking Unique is gone, so she's not putting two and two together yet. I can't wait until we get that meetup of them two, or when she finds out, because it's going to happen.
Oh, it's not letting me share it.
What's the other issue we needed to talk through? Because I felt like that was my issue. I feel like Inga, you had an issue
What about the what's
that
Chris?
we didn't touch on.
We talked about
Oh,
Juke.
you said you was gonna share the thing about Famous.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I was trying to
Oh,
do.
I did.
I don't know. This thing be bugging out. It's not letting me right now.
Oh no, it was just no. I was just saying. You know, they got that little poster thing going out. Where's Famous? So I mean, where we at with this Famous thing? Like
like Tamika and you said, I don't give a damn about Famous.
Me either. I really don't. But I mean, everybody's saying that that's a part of the story, so I'm just going with it.
Yeah,
but be honest with you, I wish they wrap it up at this point.
I think by the end of the season we gonna see him or find out what the hell happened to him. But I hope.
Of course, at the end of the season, but I'm ready for it to be done now.
Other than that, I'm just waiting. I'm not like, oh my God, Famous.
I'm putting him in the fire with
Okay, there we go.
2-Bit and Breeze.
And I'm not calling y'all for no $1,000. Y'all gotta up that reward up.
Yeah, no, $1,000 ain't enough. Nita, that's not enough. $1,000. Okay, that ain't enough money for me to get on the phone and get the ratting for $1,000. Look, I can just go to work tomorrow and make $1,000.
Over here in the boogie down, I'm gonna give him a little chicken.
Yeah, I said, Tamika can walk around the Bronx. Or Moochie walk around Queens and gonna look for him, and you know,
he out here in Texas. What you talking about?
Yeah. Okay, okay. So EJ can go around Texas, and me and Nito walk around the DMV and to look for him. Look, we're not paying no $1,000. I mean, we're not gonna risk our life for $1,000.
That's where Terry ran off to when I think it was Terry. That's what he ran off to when he was trying. So he out here in Texas. He around the corner.
Oh no, that was Meech, right?
I thought it was Terry, but it might have been Beach. I don't know. One of them ran off to Texas. Whoever, one of them.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was Meech because Terry was out in California. Meech was in Texas. From what, unless I got it wrong, but I thought it was
Meech. Right, girl. I'll be but one of them ran off to Texas.
I think that's where he got arrested at. I think that's where they actually arrested Meech was in Texas at some woman's house. Yeah. Yeah. Put Famous on the milk cart like they used to do back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So with that being said, what do y'all got going on your channels?
What you said, she tied, and it's time.
No, it's not that. I have another thing.
I'm gonna get my son, y'all. I love y'all.
All right,
Nita. Love you, Nita.
Bye.
Love you. Be safe.
Will we have a funeral for Famous? Tamika, she said she gonna host it. She gonna have the potato salad, the deviled eggs, the fried chicken, the collard greens, and the corn. And the cornbread will not be dry. The cornbread gonna be nice and moist and buttery. You know. Nah, I don't know. We'll see if we'll do something for Famous. But look, I don't hate Famous. None of us hate Famous, but I don't think we like sitting around. You know. If we see him, fine. I like to know what happened, but I don't know. We can move it along.
I think we're gonna find out soon.
Oh, of course we will. We will. I think they're gonna drag it out toward the end.
They're keeping it really tight and locked down where they not saying nothing about it. And I'm happy that they're doing it this way.
I don't think it's gonna be a surprise.
I'm surprised. I don't want to see any more leaks. It seems like they do that every year with one of his shows, and I'm tired of it.
Yeah, well, as far as on my channel, I don't have anything going on besides tomorrow. Candy and I'll be talking about Married to Medicine, the reunion, part 1 and 2. We're going to cover that, so that should be interesting. And then on Thursday, Tika and I talk about Ruthless, so we'll be doing that. So definitely check that out. And then starting on April the 1st, I'll start dropping more content, and it's it'll just be a mixture of stuff. So just make sure to keep your notifications turned on, and that's all I got.
Okay, what you got going on, Inga?
Right now it's just Raising Kanan and Yellow Jackets with y'all, and but I think it's supposed maybe around the second week of April. I think Detroit now are going to go back and revisit Snowfall. We talking about doing that. So, but it's nothing real exciting right now. Oh, I might want to do a true crime thing. So I'll talk to y'all about it. But so some stuff gonna be coming up, but something that you can count on right now is Yellow Jackets and Raising Kanan. Other things, just watch check the notification and the community tab, and see what happens.
And Tamika, what you got coming up next?
Basically the same thing that Inga just said. Y'all know I hop in the car and go on over with the girls to go live, and then I think Wednesday we are doing the last episodes myself and Candy Love for Beauty in the Black, finishing that off. That's it for right now, but keep your notifications on. Some things is coming in April.
Oh yeah, because I got to get ready for a Godfather Harlem, so I got to go back and do my rewatch. Because I will be talking about it. I don't know if we're going to do a panel on that, but I'm going to talk about it anyway.
Well, I know we're going to be doing the trailer breakdown for Yellow Jackets and predictions. I will be live on Tuesday to do the trailer breakdown. So make sure y'all see that and keep your notifications on. I'm still trying to finish Daredevil. So keep your notifications on if y'all ain't watched the I did the recap for 1 and 2. So keep your eyes open for that. I'm gonna do just the quick thoughts for that, and we will be going over it in a whole when the series is over. We'll do a panel discussion. So I want to thank y'all for coming out. Thank y'all for coming through, and we out, y'all.
Thank you for having us.
Ew.
Bye.
Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl.